Thank you. Last summer, a Star police officer shot and killed 39-year-old Jeremy Banach. Today, the Ada County Sheriff's Office announced an Idaho prosecutor cleared that officer and will not file criminal charges against any of the other officers involved in that incident.
The prosecutor said the officer's actions were justified under Idaho law because Banach had a gun, he was high, and he was refusing to follow officers' commands. But Banach's family feels it never should have gotten to that point. They're not only upset about his death, but about what officers did and didn't do leading up to it.
The family filed a tort claim against Ada County law enforcement back in August. Our Abby Davis looked through court documents, specifically that court document, as well as investigative reports today. Abby, what'd you learn?
Brian and Morgan, an internal investigation also found the officer did not violate any Ada County Sheriff's Office policies. The Sheriff's Office released a 256-page report today put together by Boise Police, which investigated the police shooting. They also released the Valley County's prosecutor's findings, all saying the officers were justified in shooting Jeremy, but the family disagrees. 9 months ago, Skip and Gina Banach called dispatch because they said their 39-year-old son Jeremy was trespassing at their home. They wanted him gone because he was on drugs and refusing to leave. But what started as a cry for help quickly turned into a nightmare for the family after a Star police officer shot and killed Jeremy. On Tuesday, the Ada County Sheriff's Office, which contracts with Star to provide officers, released a letter from the Valley County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. Valley County reviewed the case because Ada County had to conflict it out to them. In his letter, Valley County Prosecutor Brian Noggle cleared 3 responding officers, including the one who shot and killed Jeremy. Noggle did so after reviewing the Critical Incident Task Force investigation into the shooting, led by Boise Police. Noggle said he will not file criminal charges, and the shooting was, quote, justifiable under the law in the state of Idaho because Jeremy had a gun and officers believed he could have hurt or killed them or someone else. The family says they later learned Jeremy stole that gun from his father. A tort claim filed by the family in Ada County in August and the redacted CITF report outline the timeline of events. The report and tort claim show officers arrived at the Banachs' house just after 8 a.m. on June 15, 2022. Noggle's letter states officers found Jeremy in the backyard where he told officers he had a gun. In the report, officers say he was also high on drugs. At the time, officers said they did not know the gun was stolen. Officers say they convinced Jeremy to eventually leave. Jeremy's dad, Skip, says he watched his son walk away from inside the house and saw 2 officers pointing their guns at Jeremy's back. When asked why they were doing that, Skip says officers told him Jeremy had a gun. Skip says he was shocked to learn police let Jeremy leave their house while armed and high. Skip then told officers Jeremy could have been carrying the gun stolen from Skip's house the day before. It wasn't until officers learned that information that they decided to track Jeremy down at another location in Star. That was about an hour and a half after the Banachs called the cops. The CITF report shows a deputy found Jeremy walking toward the Star Mercantile with the gun under his sweatshirt. The officer says he told Jeremy to drop the gun and tried to grab it out of his hands, but couldn't. 2 other officers arrived and followed Jeremy as he walked toward homes. Documents show Jeremy threw his hoodie on the ground and pointed the pistol toward his head. Police reports say Jeremy was pointing the gun in the direction of a house and/or one of the officers behind him. At that point, an officer fired 5 rounds at Jeremy. He died at the scene. The Valley County prosecutor says the shooting was justified because, quote, Jeremy Banachs' flight posed a real and immediate risk of death or serious injury to the deputies and/or members of the public. But in their tort claim, Jeremy's family says it never should have gotten to that point. They claimed law enforcement was negligent, committed unlawful battery, and violated Jeremy's Fourth Amendment rights. They also claim officers didn't use any non-lethal uses of force or tactics to subdue Jeremy. Skip and Gina Banach said they would have never allowed Jeremy to leave their house if they knew he had a gun. We reached out to the Banach family for a statement. When talking about the officers, they said, quote, their fear for themselves should have been translated to concern for the public long before the incident occurred. The initial call for help to Star Police was trying to secure court-mandated detox and rehabilitation, not murder our son. Through their tort claim, the family wants money due to emotional damages and distress they've dealt with, as well as potential attorney's fees and funeral expenses.
Yeah, they sent us a lot more information as well, which you guys can read right now on our website, ktvb.com. All around, just a tragic story. Abby, appreciate your reporting. Thank you.